All right, guys. So I want to do a video on Forex versus futures, mainly going over what futures is mainly using Holder Prime. And as you know, guys, they do offer all three. And I want to kind of talk about what is futures versus Forex, kind of what the difference is, why I like this particular prop firm for it, and I'm going to show you how to use the platform that they have for it. I bought a 25K challenge, and they have different type of challenges, so we're going to go over that also. So just to keep it simple, guys. For one, I like the fact that also, just like on their Forex platform, on their futures, they offer the 1 hour payout. So you're going to be able to get your payment within 1 hour or less. And they have two type of challenges. They have the one-step prime challenges and the direct account. So the difference between both of these is on the one-step prime challenge, you have to, let's say you get a $25,000 account or $50,000 account challenge or whatever. Your target is 6%, and you have to do that without losing 3% of your account. You have to have trade at least 2 days, and then you become fully funded. Now, just so I can kind of piggyback on Forex, the difference between Forex and futures already is typically on Forex, you have to do your challenges, I believe, like let's say that you took a 25K challenge on a two-step challenge, then your target for a two-step, I believe, is what, 10%, 8%. And then the second one is 5%. So you have to do two steps. If you do a one-step challenge, it's 10%. Versus on the future side, it is just one step, 6%. You're good to go. Now, as far as pricing, the difference in pricing also, and just to get back to the direct challenge, direct account, you don't have to take a challenge at all. It's more limited, but you don't have to take a challenge at all. Me personally, I prefer just to do a challenge because it's only 6%. I totally understand doing the direct side on the Forex because Forex was way harder to pass. But the one step, it's only 6%. And also the pricing is amazing when it comes to futures. And that's another reason that I like futures when it comes to doing prop firms. So if we looked at a 25K account, that's the one I bought, I only paid $78 to take the challenge. So if I pass this, and it's $78 a month. But if I pass this in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'll let this come out of pocket $78. Now, let's say that I have not passed my challenge. Let's say I'm negative $200 on my account, $100 on my account, and next month rolls over, I pay $78 again. Another benefit to futures, guys, is that you can actually reset your balance if you, let's say that you're failing. So let's say I'm negative, and next month I don't want to I can start back at $25,000 versus at $24,800, for example. Another thing is you can actually pay for a reset. So let's say that you mess your account within a week. You can just pay for a reset, and it'll reset your account back versus you having to buy a whole new challenge. They also pay out weekly on 90%, split, and they use a platform called Project X. So those are the biggest differences when it comes to challenges. When it comes to Forex versus futures, I would say futures is cheaper when it comes to the price of a challenge. The target is one phase, 6% versus two phase, 8%, then 5%, or one phase, 10%. So those are the biggest differences I've seen. Me personally, I still love Forex and futures, and I like the cryptos. I like all three. I'm just a trading junkie though, so do with the information that you like and see what fits for you. Now, as far as platform, I'm actually logged in there right now. It is called Project X, and yes, it's backed by one of our favorite platforms, TradingView. Now, the difference, I would say, if you are a Forex trader, you don't know anything about futures, rest assured, the same strategy that you do on your Forex account, you can do in futures because they're pretty much identical when it comes to a lot of the pairs that I know a lot of the people that I trade with do, like US 30, gold, some of the major Forex pairs like Euro. So you can trade a lot of the same pairs, not all of them, but a lot. So if you like NAS 100, which is going to be NQ in futures, or you like gold, which is going to be called GC in futures, that's how futures work. Now, another difference between futures and Forex is, when you're trying to trade, you have to pick your lot size in Forex. So, you might pick a 0.01, 0.08, 0.50, whatever, right? Whatever lot size you want to determine your risk of what you're making per pip. In futures, they have something called a contract. So with contract, it's a set number. So futures have something called mini and micro. So I'm gonna put in gold real quick. So we have the minis and the micros. So the difference is if, like let's say we'll look at gold for the mini first. With minis, they're higher contracts. So every tick would be, for example, $10. So if you have a 10 pip stop loss, then that's $100 risk you're doing. But the micro is 10 times cheaper than the mini. So if I want to have a lower risk trade, and my account is smaller, I can do the micro instead. So I just click micro, and instead I'll be doing $1. So now I'm like that same pair. It's the same pair. So if we look at it, it's the same pair, but the only difference is that one's is $10 per tick, the other is $1 per tick, and that's the same thing for NAS or US30. For example, US30 is 50 cents per tick on their their micro, and it's $5 per tick on their mini. So speaking of contracts and order types and everything else, it's still a standard buy and sell. So, you can mark your charts up. You could be looking for a buy or sell. And you can choose your order type. So you can choose between market, limit, stop market, and trailing. I know the most popular ones market, so we're going to click that. And this is what you can pick your contract for. So let's say that you did one contract. Well, I'm risking $1 a tick. But if I do 3 contracts, or let's say 3, you can just click it right here, 3 contracts, then I am risking $3 every tick. Now, the benefits of doing multiple contracts, and this is going to go into what's kind of different than Forex, but the same, is something called parcels. So, in Forex, if you want to close a trade, not the complete trade, but you want to close some of the trade, you would like that's what here at 0.10, then you would close 0.05 out of that 0.10, and then you close half the trade for profit, loss, wherever your trade is at the time. In futures, it's the same thing except with contracts. So let's say I have 3 contracts open, and I'm up. Let's say I have 10 contracts open, and I'm up $500, and I close 5 contracts. It's going to close $250 in profit and just keep 5 contracts open. So that's how that works. Another cool thing I like about this is that, well, before I do that, let me show you how simple it is. So we're going to just do one small contract so you can see how it looks. We got one contract. You can do buy or sell. So I'm just going to do a sell, for example, on this particular one, and you can do sell market. And boom, we have our trade. And what's cool about it, guys, is that you can just drag it. So let's say I click this and I drag it. That's how it's going to do my stop loss. So right here, I'll be risking $117. And right here, I'll be risking I'll be making $182. So that's, it's really simple. It's very transparent in pricing. That's also another thing I like. So you can move this, you can exit it, and so forth. You can also just do like flat and all, and you can close the trade early. And so another cool feature I like with this platform is that your risk and your reward. So let's say that I want to risk, every time I do a trade, I want to risk $50. And every time I win a trade, I want to make $100. So you can preset your risk. So people who already have what they want to do, if I took a trade again and I just hit sell again, and you usually supposed to did let's see. Maybe I didn't save it. Let me check. Oh, here we go. Automatically added. Okay, so let's do it over. So I'm glad I made that mistake because I know a lot of people might make the same mistake, right? So I'm just going to exit that real quick. Let's try this again. I'm going to hit sell, and boom. So now I got my whole order filled. Of course, I don't want to keep that open because I want to trade this seriously, but I wanted to show you how it works. So those are the biggest difference when it comes to Forex versus futures. Forex uses lot sizes. Futures uses contracts. Forex and futures both use stop loss and take profit. They just word it different. I would say also in futures, the spreads are way smaller. As you can see, you can actually see the spreads right here. So look at it, it's virtually nothing, 0.1. So the spreads are smaller on the future side also. And when it comes to guarding just a prop firm in general, it is still much cheaper. If you like the fact that you can reset your account when you're losing, you'd rather pay monthly than paying some big $400, $500 up front, and that you like the fact that it's only a 6% target, then futures would be great. They both all of them do 1 hour payout, including the Forex ones, including the futures, including the crypto. So it's really about what type of market you want to trade. You know, some of you guys, after just using this information, I'm not going to tell you which one's best for you because everyone is different. Some people are going to love Forex more. Some people are going to love futures more. And some people are going to love the crypto side more. But I just wanted to kind of show people that because I know a lot of people who follow me do Forex. And some people have no idea what futures even is. Or they have heard of it and they have no idea like how simple it can be. And a lot of you guys might like futures a lot more than you like Forex. And especially if you're trading like gold or US 30 or Nas 100, this would be great for you. So that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys really quickly. Definitely, if you decide you want to rock with them guys, my link will be below regarding taking advantage of Hold Prime. This, like I said, if you're already familiar with TradingView, this is going to be a really super simple thing to use. You're going to be able to do all the normal things that you would normally do on TradingView. So I'm not going to teach you how to use TradingView because you already know it, I'm assuming. But a little of the stuff right here, like I said, go settings. You can do your preset risk. You can do your chart data and all kinds of stuff like that. You can even set up copy trading if you have multiple accounts right in the same platform. So let's say you bought 3 different challenges. You can have all of them following the same thing. Same thing if you pass it. So they made it really, really simple. It's a very simple platform. I love it. I think you guys are going to like it also, especially because you can switch between multiple accounts. You can save your layouts and just play with it. And if you want me to do like a full review on just a dedicated video of just how to set this whole thing up, just let me know in the comment section below. But I think it's relatively simple. It tells you your profit and loss up here. You know, this is how you do your order type. This is where you find the different assets that you can trade. This is where you buy and sell and close your positions. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully this video helped. Oh, and just so I forget this part, this is where you can see all your trading information. So all the trades that, you know, the orders that I've done and so forth, you can find all that information down here. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully this video was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know which one you like better. Do you like crypto more, futures more, or Forex more when it comes to taking advantage of Hold Prime? Again, make sure you use my link below.